Hey everyone, we're back today with another video on Bitcoin. So we're just going to be analyzing what Bitcoin has been doing in the last few days and what our thoughts are about what's happening with Bitcoin right now. Obviously, the crypto market's moving down, so we just thought we would get a video out.
Yeah, so one thing I think is really important um, that everyone should be looking at right now is this 45k level of 45.8 that was showing really strong support in the past when we were doing this downsending triangle, and then we looked to break out off the bounce of it. Um, and again here, it didn't exactly touch it, but it came down to the point of 45k and bounced back up. And again, here we're getting close to it. We may have already had our bounce, but definitely if Bitcoin breaks below this 45k level, then I can see us, maybe changing position here and maybe not having a lot of upside to look at, and we could be seeing a lot more downside potential coming.
Yeah, and another thing to cover on this Bitcoin chart here. So as mentioned, that 45K level of support, and you can see early December. I know we've mentioned in previous videos, but that big liquidation candle that happened. So that candle is yet to be filled because Bitcoin hasn't touched down to the 42,000 range yet. And the issue with that is that when you have a big drop like that, although the whole candle didn't fill, it is still a liquidation candle. And because Bitcoin has not filled it yet by dropping down to that level, filling the buy orders and then moving back up from there, it's also an issue. So we can see, that's one way where we could see Bitcoin heading back down to 42,000. Another thing here, when we were looking at the chart this morning, we noticed that in the last couple of days, Bitcoin's been rejected 3 separate times off the EMA. And obviously, we have a previous video about why we use EMAs if you guys want to check that out. But just for this example here, we're going to look at the last couple of days. Bitcoin's tested the EMA 3 times and it's been rejected all 3 times. It actually hasn't broken through at all. So that's something to worry about because, when Bitcoin goes up to test the EMA and it's not able to break through, it's okay if it's one time, you come back down, you test it again, see if you can break through. But the fact that it's been rejected 3 times already, it's a little bit worrisome. So that's something we're keeping an eye on. And I think that combined with the 45K support here, if it dips below 45K, I think, we're probably going to see that 42,000 level pretty soon.
Yeah, and just another thing we can look at. I'm thinking that this whole what's starting to play out here is starting to look similar to what's already played out in the past here. And just from the 27th to where we are now, you can kind of see um, a descending triangle with this 45k bottom, and we're kind of coming down, whether it breaks this 45k level in the next few days, but we're making lower highs every single time. So we have the breakdown here, we get the 49k level, then we have the 48k level, and then 47, 48, and 47.5, and then now I'm thinking we're probably gonna touch the top of this wedge and at 47.1, and then continue down. But if we don't see anything breaking above this triangle here, then I don't think there's any case for Bitcoin to go back up. This could also just be a consolidation point too, where we just go sideways for a little bit. It stays above 45k, which is okay. Bounces a few times, maybe struggles to break above the 200 EMA for a little bit longer, and then maybe we see an upwards, movement somewhere down the line, right? Like we could maybe see something like this and then break up, right? So another thing to look at too is the RSI, just with lower highs and the negative movement we have here and the patterns it's making. So ever since the first lower high from the breakdown, we had lower highs all the way through, and it kind of created a downsending triangle as well, as you can see here. If you make that wedge there, and this is where we are bouncing off the 30 RSI point, which it did again back here, to go up to make a lower high, and it looks like we're doing it again here. So if it doesn't get above this previous point at 56 in the RSI, then I think we're going to be heading downwards or just consolidating for a little bit longer till Bitcoin decides what it wants to do. Yeah.
Exactly. And, those are the four major things that we've been looking at for Bitcoin's chart. And we thought we'd just get a quick video out about why we think Bitcoin is doing what it's doing, especially with the current state of the market. I know a lot of people are wondering, usually end of December, January is a bull market for crypto. It has been, it was last year, it has been in previous years. So I know a lot of people are wondering why this is happening. And we thought we would just provide a little bit of analysis as why we think Bitcoin is not moving the way everybody expected it to. So that's going to conclude today's video. Thank you, as always, for everyone watching. And if you can subscribe and drop a like, it's much appreciated. And we'll see you in the next video.